Hi, my name is Luke Homan, founder and CEO of Contenio. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to use one of Weave's most powerful features, the Gala. A Gala is a way to manage an incredibly large number of people or a smaller group of people automatically. Weave has a scheduling bot that makes organizing your forums extremely easy. To begin, we need to distinguish between a single forum and a collection of forums. A single forum is an actively engaged framework with 3 to 8 participants. We like to think of a single forum as a dinner party. You specify the guest list and the host, who is the facilitator of the forum, and that occurs at a specific time, like Friday at 6 p.m. Now, that scheduling is managed through a uniquely scheduled URL with a unique 9-digit code. A Gala is a little different. A Gala is a group of forums that are running for a specific period of time. All participants share the same join URL, and the Weave Gala bot organizes them into individual forums according to rules set by the producer. Those rules are typically focusing on 1 to 8 participants per forum. It's easiest to think of a Gala as an open seating event, where there's a queue of people lined up outside a building. As they enter the building, they're slotted into a table that's available for participants. When the table is filled up, another table is added, and participants are added to that table. Now, once a forum is created within a Gala, it is given a unique 9-digit code, like the table number at an open seating event. This gives you the ability to have a simple way to have people join, a single join URL, and an ability to know exactly which forum produced what result through a unique forum ID. Now, Galas are powerful, and they do require a professional or an enterprise account. To better understand Galas, let's motivate them through a case study. Jane is managing a $100 million project portfolio, and she wants to engage about 40 managers and directors and 6 VPs in prioritizing this portfolio. And within Weave, she has created a fund-to-project framework. Now, she wants to create 2 collaboration events. One, which is a facilitated forum that she will manage for the 6 VPs. She wants to do this so that the VPs can talk with each other without being encumbered by how lower-level people in the organization will perceive potentially strategic changes in the portfolio. The second is an unfacilitated Gala for the 40 managers and directors. Now, this enables her to get feedback from people throughout the organization on the proposed project portfolio, and she can bring that information into the meeting with the VPs so that they can understand the voice of the larger group of participants. Now, this Gala will run on a single day from 10 o'clock till 12 o'clock. And each forum within the Gala can run for 2 hours, and Jane will configure this so that each person will participate only once. Graphically, a way to look at this is that, let's say the forums are, and the Gala is scheduled to start at 10. She'll actually publish 10 o'clock as the starting time, but she'll configure the Gala to start just a few minutes before. This enables people who join early to be slotted correctly. Now, the first person who clicks on the URL after 9:55 will start a forum. Each additional person will be added to that forum. Over time, as the next person joins in, the system will keep track, and the scheduling bot will look at the available forums, finding forums that have room for additional participants. Now, Jane can optionally associate a group of facilitators with her Gala. In this case, Weave looks at the facilitator and says, you're a facilitator. I'm going to spin up a forum for you automatically. And then Weave looks at the participants and says, I'm going to add you into the first forum that's available, and if that forum has a facilitator, you will be added to a forum with a facilitator. If no facilitator is available, Weave will still kick off a forum. It will just be an unfacilitated forum. Now, you might be wondering, what are some of the situations in which I will use facilitation and what are some of the situations in which I won't. We find that when you're interacting with customers, partners, and other external stakeholders, it's best to use facilitators. You'll want people there to answer questions and probe deeper into the responses of the participants. However, there are many times where an internal set of forums within your company do not need a facilitator, and portfolio prioritization is exactly one of those times. Many times, the portfolio participants know more about the portfolio than the portfolio managers, so they don't need a facilitator to manage the process. What they do need is to talk to each other so that they can understand how their colleagues are perceiving the portfolio. And in this case, having an unfacilitated group of forums will give Jane the data she needs to make a better choice with the VPs. Let's see how we can configure an unfacilitated Gala within Weave. To schedule her Gala, Jane logs into Weave and selects the Frameworks tab. She can see that she has her FY18 Portfolio Planning Framework available, and she's going to go ahead and click on the Schedule icon in that card. Now, there's two ways to schedule an event within Weave. You can schedule a forum, which is a single use of the framework, or you can schedule a Gala, which is a collection of forums. We want a Gala, and we're going to call this my FY18 Portfolio Planning with Managers and Directors. Now, you'll recall that a Gala has a specified start time and an end time, and in which that starting and ending time we will create forums. So I want to do this on Friday. I want to start this at 9:55, and I'm going to end this on Friday at noon. Now, it's important to remember that the time zones of your Gala need to match your participants. In this case, we can safely assume that Jane has confirmed that the Pacific Standard Time Zone is acceptable. Now, she will also communicate that the Gala starts at 10 o'clock, even though she's configured the Gala to start a few minutes before. This enables participants who click on that URL just a few minutes early or a minute early to join without a problem. Now, this is a pretty important Gala, meaning it's got important data that she wants to make sure are managed properly. So she's going to turn authentication on, and she's going to set the Gala size to be 5 people. That's somewhere in the middle of what we recommend, which is 2 to 8 people for each forum. 5 is enough people to really kind of create some good interactions, but it's not so many that you're going to be confused about the results. Now, the forum duration we agreed was going to be 2 hours, so she sets that to 2 hours, and now we start to look at the facilitator list. We're going to remove any facilitator by default, and we're going to look at the guest list, and it's going to be mycompany.com. And of course, mycompany.com would be the URL for Jane's company. Now, since this is an internal forum, Jane doesn't have any problem with the participants interacting with the results. But let's look at repeated participation. By default, each participant can only participate in one forum, and this is what Jane wants. Now, the total participant entries is effectively unlimited, which is fine with Jane. She's only expecting about 40 people, but if for some reason that number were to increase to, say, 50, everything would be fine. Now we get into an important concept within Galas, and this is the concept of an empty slot. Let's say that Jane starts her forum and there are 4 participants. Within the Fund a Project, the participants will see 5 slots where that 5th slot is waiting for a participant. There's money associated with that slot, and eventually the participants will get tired of waiting for someone to join and they'll want that money. What we will do in this case is that it will drop a slot at a predetermined time interval, allocating more money to the existing participants, but preserving the total amount of money across all of the participants. What I mean by this, especially in Jane's situation, is as follows. Jane is going to set the budget of her forum to be $100 million. And let's say that all of the forum items are priced in Ks, so are thousands of dollars. Now, we know that that's the budget that she's got available. And that means if there are 5 participants, each participant will have $20 million to allocate. But if only 4 participants join that forum, they're going to be frustrated because they're going to see an empty slot with $20 million, and that's a significant sum of money to allocate. What we want to do in this situation is we want to drop that slot and redistribute that money. So a 5-person prioritization forum will result in each person getting $20 million. When I drop a slot, I will have a 4-person prioritization forum, and each person will automatically be given $25 million. We will preserve the total, but we will make sure that each person gets an equal portion of the budget to prioritize. Now, 2 minutes for a slot drop might be a little aggressive, so we'll go ahead and set that to 5 minutes. The final question that Jane needs to answer is, how does she want to handle the contents within the forum? Can the facilitator edit pre-existing items? Well, we're not going to have facilitators, so we're going to turn that off. And we know that this is the final step in the budget prioritization process, but Jane wants the players to be able to add, edit, and delete new items, because maybe something has emerged in the business that she needs to be aware of, and she needs to bring it to her VPs. So she's going to allow the players to add, edit, and remove items in the forum. Now, finally, we're going to look at who can delete pre-existing items, and she's going to turn that off because, again, she doesn't want any of the pre-existing items to be deleted. The final step of configuring your Gala is to look at the exit URL. The exit URL is where people are taken when the forum is complete. And so Jane will want to direct them to her company's homepage, which is http://www.janescompany.com. Now, when Jane adds this information, she's completed the configuration of her Gala, and she's ready to schedule it. Now, once she's got the scheduling information, she can share that with her participants, and you can see that Weave lists the number of active forums running in this Gala, and we can see the number of active forums is 0. Let's go to the dashboard to confirm that everything looks proper. In my dashboard, I've got 2 forums. The first is one that is scheduled, which is a Project Moonbeam kickoff, and that's scheduled for next week. The second is my Gala. Both are secured entry as indicated by the lock icon, and both are available immediately to edit or to start if I need to start them early. I can further change them if I need to. I can edit them in terms of changing their names or changing the participants within the guest list. And this is how you gain access to one of the most powerful features of Weave, which is the ability to collaborate at scale. Because galas are so powerful, I wanted to take one more moment to distinguish them between forums. A forum is facilitated. A gala may or may not be facilitated. A forum is uniquely scheduled. For a specific time, we've got one forum. In a gala, each forum starts automatically as needed between the starting and ending times indicated within the gala. In a forum, you have a lobby, and participants gather in the lobby before the facilitator starts the forum. Now, in a gala, we don't have a lobby. We don't need one. Participants are dropped into a forum if they meet the guest list criteria. Now, in terms of adding participants into a forum, a facilitator will manage that process. In a gala, if there's a facilitator, the facilitator will handle it. If there's no facilitator, Weave will automatically manage adding participants to forums if there are available slots. Now, we talked about removing slots. Within a forum, facilitators are in control. They can keep slots open or they can remove them as needed. But within a Gala, slots are automatically removed so that the participants who are looking towards the funds or for the interaction model that they're seeking will automatically have the resources redistributed among the remaining participants. Forums are incredibly powerful ways to engage single teams or a set of teams. Galas extend forums so that you can collaborate at scale.